Everybody, my name's Mike and this is Larry, and we are with the Movie Cranks, and tonight we went and saw the horror thriller Brightburn.
Brightburn.
I want to do good, Mom. I do.
Elizabeth Banks as Tori Breyer and David Denman as the dad, Kyle Breyer. They're a family trying to have a kid. That's how we start this thing off. And the kid sort of falls in their lap in the form of a child from outer space. The movie itself is about the young boy growing up with his family. And at a certain age, he discovers his powers. Kind of like the Superman story, you know, something like that. Except in this world, the Superman thing goes terribly wrong. And certain horrible things start occurring around this kid. And eventually leads to pretty much what you saw in the trailer. The violence and mayhem and the catastrophes around town.
And that's what we're just talking about. That's the biggest problem we have with this movie is if you've seen the trailers, you've seen this movie. There are a few incidents in this movie where you don't see it in the trailer, but 90% of the things that happen in this movie, I knew they were going to happen before they happened. Not only just because I know the Superman character and what he can do, who this is highly based on.
Yeah.
But the trailer, it was all right there. The cop, the lady in the diner, her daughter. It was there.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's bullshit. The entire movie, the way it started from start to finish was exactly the same timeline as the trailer.
Yeah, they didn't hide anything.
If you saw the trailer with us, you'll know the whole movie from start to finish, and you just fill in the little pieces, and that's all they did. They took the trailer and put a bunch of pieces in it that filled in the blanks, and that's what we got.
Which caused a big problem called boredom. For me, I was bored most of the time because I was just like, oh, okay, well, this is a little spot we didn't get in the trailer. Okay, well, I kind of know what's going to happen.
You'll recognize every major scene.
Exactly.
The house scenes, the fighting, the kids arguing with the mom and dad. You got the school scene where they're fighting with the kids. All the stuff you saw is redrawn up in the movie itself at an hour and a half length, which, hey, thank God it wasn't like 3 hours or something.
But the problem I had with that hour and a half length is it felt quite a bit longer to me.
Yeah, it did. Well, because we knew what was happening.
Yeah.
We knew the whole story.
Yeah, and even the end to me wasn't a shocker, even though we didn't see the end in the trailer. And there's a few spots you don't see in the trailer.
Yeah,
but
there's a few
they don't
twists.
shock you because you see it building. You see what's going to happen.
Yeah. And here's the problem. That ruins the movie for me. It would have been if I'd have went into this cold. So if you're the person that hasn't seen this trailer yet, do not watch it. Do not watch anything. Do not watch our review, the trailer, anything, because any scenes from that trailer are going to tell you what the movie's about. So just quit right here, go see it, because if you see it completely blind and fresh, it'll be a great movie. There is a great movie underneath all this.
Yeah, no, I thought it was shot really nice by James Gunn. I thought it looked beautiful.
Let's talk about
let's talk about the
positives.
kid that played Brandon Breyer did a good job.
Yeah. He was amazing.
I thought his mom, who I've seen
Jackson Dunn.
numerous amount of movies, who usually plays the character in the rom-com.
She
was pretty good
a
here.
Sweetheart that loves her kid. I mean, she plays the most loving mom, but real. Like, she's willing to protect her or the kid at any cost. No matter if it's a detriment to her, fighting with her husband, anything, she's right there. And you feel it. The whole movie, you feel like she loves this kid, no matter what.
Yeah.
All the way to the end.
I mean, I thought the movie felt good. It felt like a high production, you know. It felt higher than, because I think it was $7 million, $9 million that they used to make this movie. And it felt a little bigger than that. The effects...
I thought they were pretty good,
except for that last flying scene.
Oh yeah,
I was a little.
The laser beam shots, the gore, and we should talk about the gore too. The way the flying's handled and the movement and the way he looks is excellent. It's pretty cool. When you start seeing people thrown and hit so hard that they obliterate and things like that, when you start seeing that happening, you're like, my God, you get a sudden shock. That's what's great. And what I wanted, and this is my last thing I'll say about the trailers, I wanted to be surprised with all the cool new stuff that he would do.
Yeah.
I thought that was just going to be a little bitty part of the movie. Exactly. And we were going to see all this, like him taking out airplanes, fighting the police, and doing all this cool stuff. It doesn't happen, just so everyone's aware. It's what you saw in the trailer.
It does happen to a good degree, but what you see of what he just said, like you said, it happens in the trailer.
And I wanted, you know what it reminded me of? It made me feel like Glass.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very...
This terrible buildup of just boring shit in Glass.
Let you down.
And if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And then you get to the end, and it's just like the biggest, like all over the place. It just shits all over.
No, but I'm going to bring up the gore again, because I thought the gore... I was glad they put the gore in the movie.
Yeah, it was light. It wasn't crazy. It was just...
It just shows you what he could do.
Yeah, it was realistic. Let me put it that way. The scene with the truck, the scene with the police officers, all done very well.
Even his dad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and let's say some positives. Elizabeth Banks, David Denman was great. He's just like you think he's going to be. He's that dad that's overwhelmingly cautious. He knows something's off with his kid, and he's really a great character in this movie. The cop, I thought the cop was great. I thought the police were great.
Actually, I was wanting more.
The kid, Jackson, is fantastic. He's better than what I thought.
To me, I felt like his portrayal of both characters,
Very
each
real.
side was really good, really real.
Growing up, you see him at school, and it's really great. They start off this movie. I even said to myself, make sure in the review to say how well they started it off. It's pictures and photographs and in video of them being a family, from him growing up from 2 to 4 to 6, and you see it's really great because it gets you right there in the feels of the family.
Yeah,
it connects you instantly. They did this great opening, and then it shows him kind of becoming a little teenager-esque, you know, like getting kind of...
He's starting to figure out who he is.
Yeah, and then towards the half of the movie, it started falling apart for me, though. And that's when you just started seeing the stuff that you saw in the trailer, and you're like, come on, we only got 45 minutes left. Do something different, goddammit. The music was very low-key. I noticed it was mostly without music, the movie. Yeah. And anytime there was serious action, there was stingers, and there was like really good, intense music moments. And the guy that did this also did a lot of other movies, such as Guardian of the Galaxy, Hive. I mean, there's a bunch of them he's done.
And it shows, too, because, I mean, the pacing of the movie, it's really good.
I think they screwed him. I honestly do. I think they screwed him.
I think they showed too much.
I think Sony was worried about the name or something and said, look, these Americans are not bright enough to understand what this movie's about. And we need to show them every single part of the movie so that they'll be like, wow, let's go see it.
Yeah.
Because if they hadn't shown any of this shit and they just showed him like with the red eyes.
This is one thing I was thinking too. If I didn't know who Superman was, if I didn't see these trailers, I probably would have liked this movie.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
I thought I probably would.
Well, even if you did know Superman, a bad version of him that's totally evil would be great.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But don't show it to us.
Yeah.
The shooting, like you were saying, is great. There's excellent night and day shots. There are shots in the middle of the wilderness that are complete darkness, but they look great.
Yeah.
I don't know how they pull off some of that stuff nowadays, but it's lighting. It's incredible.
Oh, they did great with the lighting, especially with the scene with the uncle, and he's in the car. And it was the one I was talking about in the pre-review where he's like, no, 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 no.
I know there is good inside you.
Yeah,
I thought the lighting there was great with the lights going off and on.
And that's what's hard for us. And I was initially very upset by the fact that they didn't deliver anything new. It was just the same stuff. But I still have to tell myself it's a good movie.
Yeah,
but it was kind of ruined by Sony and Screen Gems.
I agree.
Someone at those companies said, let's just fucking throw it all out at them, and we'll just hope they come see it. And that's what happened. We got fished in.
Yeah, we got fished.
I don't blame James Gunn.
The whole
I don't
movie.
blame the director. I don't blame the actors. Nobody.
No, I mean, because like we said, the movie's good.
Yep.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
If they just wouldn't have showed us so much.
So I would say this movie deserves what it's getting right now in the critic ratings. I mean, it's sitting at like a 46 on Metacritic. It's sitting, I think, as a 6 on IMDb, which I think is healthy 6.
Yeah, and it's like a 58 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
It's very average. I mean, I want to say it's above average, but then if you've seen the trailer, it just kind of brings you down.
And
a
I
little
love
bit.
the people that were behind this, Gunn,
Yeah.
all of them. I think they did a great job. It's just, I think it was messed up by the studios.
Yeah, I agree.
Whoever's in charge of advertising needs to be fired. You can write to this address, and no, I don't know who the hell it is. Sorry, I don't want anyone fired. So okay.
But so a final score. What would you give this?
Oh, the final score for me is going to be a solid C minus.
All right, I'm going final score, just a straight C. I mean, if they just wouldn't have showed us so much.
Right. A rental. This is a watch on Amazon or Prime or whatever.
Or whatever comes to Netflix or whatever streaming service you have.
This isn't
I
worth
would
the
wait.
money.
I would wait, especially if you've seen the trailer.
Yeah.
Definitely wait. Wait until it comes out because you're not going to be surprised
It's not
by
worth the
anything
money.
that happens.
Yeah. So, Larry, take us out
All
here,
right,
my friend.
guys.
Talk to them about our 800 on Facebook.
All right, so we hit 800 on Facebook.
800 people.
Thanks to everybody on Facebook for pitching in and helping out with that.
Yes, we appreciate it.
And we're going places too on our YouTube page. We're up to like, I think that's when I left home, it was like 532.
Yeah, so we're rocketing up on that too.
Yep, so hopefully
we
it's
should
even
be
a
up to
little more now.
1,000
We haven't
soon.
looked for a minute.
Yep.
But, so hit that subscribe button there.
And on Facebook, feel free to post and talk to us at any time.
Or even on YouTube. We'll
Yeah.
answer back.
All the time.
All the time,
So,
exactly.
and also another reminder for all the flooding victims and all the people who have been devastated in the tornadoes, please make sure to donate to the Red Cross. We are going to have a link for them in the description as well. Please make sure to at least donate $20 if you can to help people that have been through the flooding and all the other mess that's been going on lately in Missouri. Okay?
Sounds good to me.
Take her out of here, buddy.
All right, guys. So I think that's all we got. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Peace.